Hello everybody and welcome back. We are here for week 20 of the hashtag Altered Index 2024 challenge. This is the challenge that I'm hosting in my Facebook group, Nonstop Papercrafts, and it's also being hosted in the Junk Journaling for Everyone Facebook group. If you are new to this challenge, basically each week I am releasing 3 different prompts that I'm using to help alter my index card. This was a challenge that I was setting for myself because I have a stack of index cards and I have a lot of stash that I kind of hoard and don't seem to be using. So I thought this way I am challenged to be creative, to use what I have and hopefully have some beautiful results at the end of it. So as I said, we are on week 20 and this week's prompts are button, so that's the thing. The word is wonderful and the colour is silver. So they're the 3 prompts: button, wonderful and silver. So as usual, I have pulled some stuff out and got some bits ready. I've got a feeling this is probably going to be another very quick card, but that's great because obviously we do like to have some quick crafts every now and then. So again, I have dug out these sentiment strips. I've had these sitting in my stash for a long time, and they've been really getting some use since I've started these challenges. So I'm going to be using this to get my wonderful word. And what I've also pulled out, so the first thing I did was pull out loads of different buttons, and I tried to pick all of my silver ones because I thought then I'm hitting 2 of the criteria just with 1. But a lot of these kind of buttons have this bit on the back, which I thought just makes it a little bit bulky when you're working obviously on an index card. It's not too bad if you're doing something that has more fabric on it, but I didn't think it would work very well for this index card. So I decided to go for this more flat silver button. I also found, as I was having a little bit of a dig around, this beautiful piece here, and I thought this would look really nice. And I also found these 2 cards. So I think these were from the Your Creative Studio box. I have all sorts of odd bits and pieces left over from there. I think in one of my last more recent cards I also used stuff from Your Creative Studio. But they actually fit almost perfectly. I'm going to have to do a little bit of trimming, but they fit almost perfectly on here. So I thought, well, they can make the nice base. I've got the sewing theme then. I can have my sort of little applique lace bit there. And then I was going to pop my button on the bottom and then obviously have my sentiment. So as you can see, it's going to be a very simple card. And as I say, probably come together quite quickly, but then that's quite nice when we have a nice, easy, quick project. So I'm just going to move the buttons to the side that I'm not using, and I think I'm going to start by just stitching this button on. So I'm just deciding where I want it to go actually. Do I want it over there or at the bottom of these pearls down here? I think it flows better if it's down the bottom, doesn't it? So let's place that there, and I'm going to hand sew, so do excuse me, I am not very good at sewing, so this might take me a moment. Well, if it works out that it's just too long when I do the editing, I will speed this bit up so that you're not completely bored to tears watching me do this. So all I'm using here is some embroidery floss. I tried to pick something that was a colour that would go with obviously the rest of the design going on here. And it just really needs a couple of stitches, doesn't it? It's not, again, like it's going to be used as an actual button. So I'm just going to tie a little knot in that, if I can. One, and again. That'll do. I'm just going to give that a trim. Okay, so there I've got my silver buttons. So let's stick these 2 bits down. Now sometimes Your Creative Studio, these have a sticker backing, but I don't think these do, so I am actually going to need my glue for this one. So I'm just going to glue them straight down onto the index card. I'm not going to do any sewing. I was toying with whether I wanted to sew these on, but I'm not going to sew. I'm just going to glue them straight down. I'm just going to line it up in one corner. As I said, I do know I need to do a little bit of trimming because they're not quite the same height, but that's not a problem. Oh, what way up did that go? Does it matter? So if I've got that there, would it look better that way? No, I think that way. As I say, I cannot believe that we are on week 20 already. It just seems to be absolutely flying by this year. Really crazy. But I am absolutely loving how much this is forcing me to sometimes think outside the box, be a little bit creative, and use stuff that is in my stash that I haven't used yet, that I've been saving. So yeah, it has been really, really nice. Okay, then I'm going to pop that on there and then have my sentiment down here, I think. I also need to think that my tab is going to go at the top. But looking at my last card, it's going to be over here. So that's okay being about there. So I have got Fabri-Tac on hand. Or not, it's not Fabri-Tac, sorry. Beacon 3-in-1, but it's basically the same thing. I've got that on hand in case this doesn't stick, but I've actually found that this glue is pretty good for all sorts of things. And I have done a couple of fabric type projects, and this has held very well, so I'm sure it should be absolutely fine for this. So it's got its glue on. I'm just going to lift that up and pop that down. Okay, now I'm not going to disturb it too much just in case. And then I think I'm just going to trim that top bit first. And then while everything's laying flat, I can then do the sentiment as well. Right, so that's that. Let's pop that on. So this is my template, so I know where each of my tabs are going. Not that I'm massively fussed about the accuracy, but it just kind of helps me, I think, also remember where I am. So that's going to go on there. Do need to pull it down just ever so slightly. There we go. So there's my number 20, and then it's just about putting on the sentiment at the bottom. So the word was wonderful. So I'm just checking. We have silver, we've got button and wonderful. So I've got my silver button. And then on here, life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. I thought that was quite nice. And that's ish the middle. That will go there like that. And then there is my card. So that's week 20. So just a reminder, we have silver, wonderful and button. They are the 3 prompts. If you are making your own card, I would love to see it in the Facebook group. Make sure you're using the hashtag AlteredIndex2024. It's just easy for me to find. I will have my Facebook group listed down below in my Linktree link. Lots of people are posting on Instagram. Again, search that hashtag and you'll see everybody's posts. There are also people showing their process on their YouTube channels. So again, on YouTube, if you type in the same hashtag, you'll get up different videos where people have been joining in with a challenge and posting their videos about it too. If you have enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed, please click that subscribe button. Also make sure that you are hitting that bell, that way that you are notified if there are any new videos. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next crafty video. Bye for now.